Producer and musician The Dream has been accused of graping, physically abusing, and manipulating former protégé Chanaaz Mangroe in a new lawsuit. Chanaaz alleges she was trafficked under the pretense of a legitimate recording and distribution contract, leading to an abusive relationship involving physical assaults, violent sexual encounters, and psychological manipulation. The lawsuit claims that she was on an international visa from the Netherlands and was 23 years old when associates of The Dream contacted her via social media in 2014. After sending samples of her work, Chanaaz claims she was invited to join The Dream and his partner Tricky Stewart in Atlanta. The lawsuit alleges that in both Atlanta and Los Angeles, The Dream used his age and industry influence to manipulate her into believing she needed him for success, gaining her trust through false promises. Mangroe asserts that The Dream promised to extend her visa, write hit songs for her, and arrange for her to open for Beyoncé's tour, similar to his work with Beyoncé and Rihanna. In the lawsuit, aspiring singer Chanaaz claims that The Dream controlled all aspects of her life in the U.S. and forced her to drink excessive amounts of alcohol by roughly pulling her head back by her hair and pouring alcohol down her throat. The suit further alleges that The Dream frequently strangled her during violent sex, sometimes with his hands and once using the collar of her dress, choking her so intensely on multiple occasions that she nearly lost consciousness. Now 33, she also claims that The Dream, 46, refused to wear condoms during their sexual encounters and would often ejaculate inside her against her protests. The lawsuit further alleges that when The Dream discovered she was taking birth control, he became enraged, viewing it as a sign of disrespect, forcing her to hide her pills under a mattress. It claims he graped her in the back of a renovated Sprinter van the same evening he forced her to engage in sex acts in a public movie theater. Mangroe also alleges he recorded her during sexual acts and used the recordings to threaten her into silence. She included screenshots of texts from The Dream in which he expressed a desire to undress her emotionally, and mentioned that getting her to open for Beyoncé wasn't a big deal because the music star is family. In response to the allegations, The Dream denied the claims in a statement to the New York Times, calling them untrue and defamatory. He stated, "I oppose all forms of harassment and have always strived to help people realize their career goals. As someone committed to making a positive impact on my fellow artists and the world at large, I am deeply offended and saddened by these accusations." In a statement to Page 6, she expressed the difficulty of her decision to speak out. "Choosing to speak out about the trauma I survived has been one of the most difficult decisions of my life, but ultimately, what Dream did to me made it impossible to live the life I envisioned for myself and pursue my goals as a singer and songwriter." She further stated, "Ultimately, my silence has become too painful, and I realize that I need to tell my story to heal. I hope that doing so will also help others and prevent future horrific abuse." Her attorneys Douglas H. Wigdor and Meredith Feiertag issued a statement describing The Dream's alleged actions as another horrific example of how men in the music industry use their power and influence to manipulate and harm others. They compared The Dream's alleged behavior to that of Sean Combs, highlighting how he used his prominence as a recording artist and producer to subject her to vicious physical, psychological, and sexual abuse. Mangroe's attorneys added, "While she will never fully recover from what he and those who supported him did to her, her willingness to speak out now is evidence of her extraordinary strength. We are honored to represent her." The allegations against The Dream have ignited a firestorm of controversy, sparking intense public debate and dividing opinions across social media and beyond. Many fans expressed shock and disbelief, struggling to reconcile the disturbing accusations with the artist whose music they cherished. The hashtag #MuteTheDream gained traction online, with users calling for a boycott of his work until the allegations are thoroughly investigated. However, the court of public opinion is rarely black and white, and The Dream's supporters rallied behind the embattled artist. They pointed to his successful career and philanthropic endeavors, questioning the motives of his accusers and emphasizing the presumption of innocence until proven guilty. The public scrutiny surrounding the case is immense, with every development dissected and debated by media outlets and individuals alike. As the legal battle unfolds, the pursuit of justice for both The Dream and his accuser remains paramount. The court will meticulously examine the evidence presented. The legal system, while imperfect, offers a structured framework for adjudicating such disputes, ensuring that all parties are afforded due process and a fair hearing. The outcome of this case will undoubtedly have far-reaching consequences, extending beyond the individuals directly involved. A guilty verdict could irrevocably tarnish the Dream's legacy, potentially leading to imprisonment and the dismantling of his career. Conversely, if exonerated, he faces the daunting task of rebuilding his reputation and regaining the public's trust. The road to resolution promises to be long and arduous, fraught with legal complexities and emotional turmoil. Regardless of the verdict, the case serves as a stark reminder of the importance of accountability, transparency, and respect in all spheres of life, particularly within the often insular world of the music industry. The pursuit of justice, though challenging, remains crucial, sending a powerful message that abuse of power will not be tolerated and that all voices deserve to be heard and taken seriously. For more updates on this story, comment and subscribe.